Is there something that you really, really want? Well, whatever it is, you can get it. Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee Chat with Danny, where we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:15-ish Pacific Standard Time, bringing you tips, tools, and inspiration so that you can become the best empowered lady boss that you were meant to be. So for those of you new here, welcome, and welcome replay viewers. I'm so excited that you came in and are spending some time with us today. My name is Danny, and I am the page owner here for Be Amazing Consulting. And what I do is develop business skills in female entrepreneurs so that they can build the life and business that they've dreamed of. You see, we get clear on our time management. We get focused on becoming the leader that we are. And also, we work on our communication, because communication is everything, right? Verbal, nonverbal, written, it's all over the place. So that is the foundation for any empowered woman. And so that is what I do. But today I wanted to invite you in for day 3 of some inspiration. As some of you may know, if you've seen Monday and Wednesday, I followed my intuition and I decided to talk about some random motivation and inspiration for you this week that was pretty much coming at me and something that I wanted to share with you all. So this is day 3, and I was actually reading one of my favorite books, and I have it here. I might be doing a giveaway of this in June, but it is The Art of Living by Bob Proctor. As some of you may know, Bob Proctor is one of my favorites, and I also am coached and mentored by him and am a consultant for him. I love Bob Proctor, let me tell you, and he has amazing programs. Today, actually, here in LA, they're doing Paradigm Shift, which is, I went last year, OMG, mind shift, let me tell you. But you can actually get the live stream, and I'll put a link down below so that you can get access. It starts at 9, so you can watch it on the live stream, which is pretty cool. But what I was reading in this, and I actually was further along. I was probably on chapter 18 when it clicked to something in my head, and it pulled me back to chapter 1. And chapter 1 is whatever it is that you want, you can get, right? And there's this story in there that Bob tells, and he talks about a squirrel. Well, about a squirrel being born. And although I've never seen a squirrel being born, I guess I can imagine it. So I'm going to change the story a little bit. I'm going to tell it my way and my experience and how this all kind of relates. So one of the things that as a child I always had in my home was dogs. So I'm a huge, huge dog lover, right? We always had 2 dogs, at least 2 dogs. Sometimes it was only 1, but we always usually had 2 dogs. And from the time I was little, like maybe 5 or so, we had my first dog that I really remember. I kind of remember another dog. It was a big, white, fluffy dog, and his name was Sunny. But I don't remember him as much as I remember Brandy. And Brandy was my Scottish Terrier, and she was the most incredible dog. She was an outside dog at the time, and so she would always lay right by my window, because my window to my bedroom was at the back of the house, and so she was in the backyard, and so she would lay like right under my window, which her doghouse was not there, but she chose to stay there. I guess it was a connection that we had. But then in the morning at 6 o'clock, every morning, she would literally hit my window and wake me up. It was the best. Not the best at the time. When I reflect back, I'm like, oh, that was so sweet, so cute. But yeah, when I was, 8 years old and didn't want to get out of bed, but my dog was pounding. But I bring this to you because although my dog Brandy didn't have any babies at the time, or little puppies, my later dogs, when I was a teenager, did. And I remember waking up one morning, her name was Baby, and Baby was, she was not well taken care of in her previous home, and so she was rescued, and we took her in, and she had she got pregnant. Actually, we had 2 dogs. Sidetrack. We had 2 dogs and took one of them to mate with another male dog, but she was not having it. She was like, she stood her ground. But Baby, who had dogs or puppies previously, was more open to it, right? And so she mated, and she was ready to have her babies. And I woke up probably within maybe 5-10 minutes of her having her litter, of her actually, birthing them. And she birthed them right in my room on my dirty clothes, right? And when I woke up and saw this, I was absolutely amazed. I was kind of, at first my thought was freaking out, like, what do I do? How do I help them? But within a few moments, I realized they didn't need any help. They knew exactly what to do. They went and they, kind of curled into their mom and started, taking milk from her. They knew exactly what to do. And then, they went back to sleep. They crawled over each other and, tried to eat. They knew exactly what to do. Baby did not have to tell them what to do. She did not show them what to do. They automatically knew what to do. They followed their intuition. They followed what was already inside them. They just did it, right? But we as babies, think about yourself as a baby, or if you have children, when your child was born, if we don't help them, They don't know what to do, right? We have to help them, which is absolutely amazing because we have these mental faculties that we can create our own world. We can do anything, right? But which is so different than these puppies that were, born on my clothes, right? They knew exactly what to do, but we don't. And it's amazing to me. And a lot of people are like, well, that's just how it is. And it's like, no, it's because at that age, when we're first born, we are automatically taken in by our mothers or by a doctor or by somebody and, given our bottles and cleaned up and taken care of, right? We have somebody take care of us for so many years, and we're allowed to just expand our minds and grow and learn, which is great. But the reason why we don't tap into these things a lot of the times, the reason why we don't always follow our intuition, which is why on Monday when I woke up and was like, I'm scrapping everything and I'm talking about motivation this week, because I was following my intuition. I tap into my intuition all the time. It leads me, it guides me. And so when I a lot of the times people are like, how do you follow your intuition? Or what is that? Or, why don't we do that? And a lot of the times that we don't do it is because people tell us not to. People tell us that's silly, that can never happen, grow up, that's not realistic, right? And so we don't follow what we really want to do. We don't go after what we want, because all these other people are chattering at us that we can't do it. Now, some of you may be experiencing this now or have experienced it in the past and will continue to experience it. When some of you started your business, you had this idea, you might have shared it with a couple of people, and they said some things and you got discouraged and you're like, okay, maybe not. Maybe that's not a good thing. Or maybe they were like, oh, okay, go for that. Didn't really truly have their support behind you, but go try, go see if you can do it, right? All of this is around us, our environment. It's so important that our environment is set up, that we are set up for success, not only in our mind, not only with our businesses, but our environment plays such a huge role in that. And a lot of times we don't follow our intuition simply because of our environment, simply because what we're listening to and what other people are saying. So today, my action item for you is to think about something that you've been holding off doing it. And this has been the theme all week. And I have to end it on this because I want you to take action. I want you to follow your intuition when you hear that idea, when you think it, when it comes into your conscious mind. Don't turn it away. Follow it. See where it leads. It could be as simple as make a right turn here. It could be as simple as go to this event. It could be anything. But I'm asking you to follow it. See where it takes you. I can't tell you how many times that we've had something planned out for the weekend, or we're going to go do this, and then all of a sudden something happens and it's like, okay, we have a couple of options, and it's like we wait on it for a moment and bam, something else comes up and it's even better than it was before. It's absolutely amazing how these things happen sometimes. And so although I am a big, huge planner, and I absolutely encourage everyone to have a plan and be focused, I do allow for that to happen, because systems and routines are amazing and they help us be more productive. And sometimes in those, we have to follow that voice. We have to follow that idea, right? Like I had this week totally planned out. I had social media posts around it. I had my scripts written out. Well, I don't script it, but I have like some notes, right? I had all of this kind of set out. I had my email set out. Everything was done, right? Because I'd done this a couple of weeks ago. But it just wasn't right. It didn't feel right. And so I had to follow my intuition and talk about inspiration, talk about motivation, talk about these things that stop us sometimes, right? So my action item again, go out today, this weekend, right now, whatever. Go and do something that you've been holding off. Follow your intuition on it. See where it takes you. It could be phenomenal, and it could lead you somewhere else. So important. All right, so that is it for us today. I do have one announcement, and that is because Miss Carrie Hassan, the Process Pixie, is coming on in to the Empowered Women Achieving Success group today. That's my free Facebook group. She's coming in to talk to us about creating this foundation of systems and processes so that as we continue to grow our businesses, we can easily hand some things off to other people or bring on team members as we grow, which is something that is super, super important, especially when you're a solopreneur, when you're doing it all on your own. It's so important to have great systems and processes in place because it just streamlines everything for you. And so she's going to talk about that today in our group. So come on in and join us. I'll put the link down below. And then we have another great topic coming up next Tuesday from Miss Julie. And she's going to talk, we're going to talk about some financial freedom type stuff. So come on in and join us. We always have a good time in there. We're always getting to know each other and sharing some tips and tools. So that is it for today. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And remember to be you and be amazing. Bye.